What's up, guys? Welcome back to another action-packed episode of AC Designs Garage, and today we got a twofer for you. If you don't know what a twofer is, it's a 2-for-1. Twofer. Anyway, sorry last week we lost the footage on the spraying the Vice Grip Garage clear, so that's going to be part of the twofer. I'm going to spray it today, and instead of using the Spray Max 2K clear, we're going to use the Vice Grip Garage. It gets the same effect. I just can save a little money because I don't have to waste the whole can if I ain't going to use it. Anyway, the second and most important thing we're going to do this week, a lot of you guys have asked, how long do I wait before I clear coat over top of the turbo or any of the Rustoleum paints? Grab you a pen and paper and write down the notes, and we're going to give y'all some super rad information. Here we go. Alrighty, let's go over what we're going to be using today. Like we always use, if you got wax and grease remover, it works pretty good. We're going to use this spray way to clean up. Today we're going to be using the old Vevor 1.3 HVLP spray gun. There'll be a link for that. Vevor did send me this out to try, so give us your honest opinion on it. It's a good budget gun. It's I think it's a little less than $100. I don't know, prices change these days a lot, so I'll drop a link down in the description box below where y'all can scoop one of these up. So what we're going to be doing today, basically, we're not trying to do this like we showed you last week. We're just basically, today's experiment is going to be, how long do I wait after I shoot my turbo paint here? And yes, we're going to use the flat black. I just like it because it don't peel as bad as the gloss and it dries faster. So I'm going to tell you how long between coats on this and how long to wait after we get done with this to go to the good old Vice Grip Garage 2K spray on clear. So far, guys, I love this stuff. It sprays good. It hangs on there. It don't run everywhere. It's pretty forgiving on spraying. And also, it buffs up pretty dadgone good. I mean, I didn't do a whole lot to that, but she buffed up pretty nicely. So yeah, for the money, this clear is not bad. I'll leave a link for it. I don't make any commission or anything off the Vice Grip Garage clear. I just bought it out of my own money just to try it for you guys to see how it works. And on small spray out projects like this, I love the 2K Spray Max, and I'll link some of that. If you guys ain't got a spray gun, it works great. I used a lot of it. Matter of fact, I still got some of it over there. But if I'm not going to use a whole can, it's kind of a waste. That stuff will last a week or so, especially put it in the refrigerator after you catalyze it. But I just, for little small spray out jobs, this Vice Grip works good and it buffs up good. I wanted to show you spraying with a spray gun. Some of you guys want to see that. Yeah, we're going to do the flat black. We're going to shoot a couple coats of that. We ain't going to cut and buff it or nothing because, well, let me go show you the panel we're going to be doing. It's the old Takeoff 68 Camaro door. We just basically bought auto metal direct door to replace it. But drop down the comments below if you want to see me make this thing flat and slicker than snot and show all the rust repair. This thing's been sandblasted, so it's got holes. If you want to see a video on how to repair rust, and this was an old school repair where they used to drill the holes and yank the dents out, how to fix dents, how to repair rust, bodywork, paint, all the way up to like that door is over there. And we got to weld this in where the door handle things was, so it'll be like shaving a door handle. So you get you like a 5-for-1 there on it. So I have a 600 DA disc, and it previously had been shot with some turbo, so you can, the silver actually exaggerates the orange peel, but that's what orange peel looks like, guys. If you've never seen orange peel before, and if you're blocking something, this is what a run looks like. And this is what a trash nib looks like, and all this is peel. It feels pretty good. It's gonna be denty and lumpy. This video is basically on how long you need to wait between coats and all that good stuff, and getting to see the Vice Grip Garage clear sprayed in action. Hopefully I don't lose this footage. But anyhow, let's get out here with some 600 on the DA, get this thing scuffed up, wiped down, and we're gonna start doing a little turbo painting. We ain't done that in a while. A lot of you are probably like, why are you sanding that just to do a spray out on a dented up piece of junk door? Well, it's just a good habit to get into always scuff stuff. That's the only reason. Also, guys, if you're interested in having any of these rad AC Designs Garage Death Before Electric t-shirts, the Shakemaster 4000, Richardson 112 hats, any of the merch, or the hand pinstripe sunglasses, make sure you head on over to www.acdesignsgarage.com, and we'd appreciate it. Wipe her down, get it all clean with the old Sprayway glass cleaner. We'll link everything that we've used in the description box below. I make a wee little bit off of qualified purchases off my Amazon affiliate. Just gives y'all a easy place to find this stuff and not have to search the whole World Wide Web for it. And you're helping the channel out too, and it don't cost you guys any extra. Yeah, that's pretty nasty. So we'll probably go over this 2 or 3 times. Yep, she nasty. I know it's gonna look like junk when we spray it and everything, but it's just a good habit to get in. Always clean, prep, it don't matter what it looks like. Even if it's for practice, it's good practice. So just remember that. I ain't gonna charge you nothing extra for that. Because this one here has all the bad stuff that you're gonna deal with when you're working on cars. Rust, dents, holes, welding. This one little door has all the cool features in it. Alrighty. I think that's good as snuff, not as dusty. Rep for some Turbski. All right, y'all. I know all y'all been waiting on this. This is what y'all been wanting to see the whole episode. Is me using the good old Shakemaster 4000. Only available at www.acdesignsgarage.com. I build them, I weld them, I paint them, I ship them. Here in the good old North Carolina, United States of America. I'm gonna show you real quick how she works. Now these big old cans here, they are something else to shake up. And you're supposed to shake these for 2 to 3 minutes and all that stuff. Well, my little old one-handed Sawzall here, I think does about 3,000 strokes a minute. So in about 40 seconds, 50 seconds, you can have this thing super shook up and not be tired. Make sure you hog down on this one pretty good because these things are heavy. This is a full can. And also keep them upright like this. That's why we got our logo on the back. Shows, you know, upright. You don't want to shake it sideways like this or nothing like that, because this can here is heavy. I'll hold it like this, shake it a little bit, do it like that, shake it a little bit. It usually works pretty good. So let me show you real quick how it is. If you grew up in the 80s like I did, everybody knew who John Rambo was. Here's your chance, guys. It's so easy. One-handed application with this big old heavy can. Now I am bracing it up like this, but just give her a shake. I think that's jiggled enough. All right, now that we got the old Turbski can all jiggled up, we're gonna get our respirator on and set a timer. Well, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this part. We are gonna time it. I don't know. We'll just wing it like we do everything. All right, we're gonna go back. I decided I'm gonna come out here. I got my phone laid out. I'm gonna go out here and spray it, come in here and hit the timer, and we're gonna check it. Probably about 5 minutes in between this guy, especially with the flat black. It does pretty good. The way we're gonna do it, I'm gonna start in the middle. We're gonna spray down the middle. We're gonna drop down about a quarter. I mean a quarter, we're gonna drop probably about this much, a quarter of the spray pattern anyway. So I'm gonna have the fan about this wide right here, spray it through here, then I'm gonna drop down about like that, drop down about like that, about like that, about like that. Get it even, you can watch it, maybe 3 sections, and then we'll go around and do the other side. And we'll time it. Like I said, probably 5 minutes. I'll show you how to come out here and check it. Actually, I need to put me a piece of tape on it. So, because I ain't got no tape. Usually I got your back, you know, use a back mask everything, and that way we can know when it's ready. because you just need, you don't want to stick, well, this one here I could, but you don't want to stick your finger in your middle of your paint. So you put something here that you can stick your finger on to see how dry it is. So we're going to do it this way. And some of you are going to be like, oh, it's sticky on that side. It's going to feel sticky. Not now, it ain't. So we'll just come back over this. And now we got something to come over here and touch to. I might put one more little piece on here to brace underneath it. And that'll be our test thing. We can come back and touch it too. See guys, brand new cans. So here we go. Make sure when you're spraying, guys, you see how that tip is right there? You want that right there as parallel as you can. And when you come back, you don't want, you start leaning them up like that, you're gonna get heavier on the bottom or top, depending on which one. So you want the can good, or the tip good parallel to the surface. So as we come, the tip's gonna just kind of follow the surface like that. So I just want to show you that. Had to move y'all out in the sunshine so y'all can see a little bit better. Mask up. I'm about 8 to 10 inches above it, and I cannot hold this with this glove on. I can't stand gloves. See how we did it? Alrighty. Alright, let's go set a timer. Did you see how I overlapped that, guys? I wanted to show it really good on the first coat. Alright guys, fire in the hole. We got the timer running. Let's go out here and take a gander. That was one coat. Well, I will say, guys, it turbo stuff lays it down. They named it right. And you can already see in the sunshine, she's starting to dry. We're gonna want her to look like it, but you can see it's wrinkly, guys. It's not gonna look like slicker and snot. This is gonna be here. We got slicker and snot, then we got rough as a corn cob. This is rough as a corn cob. You can already see the lines are starting to dry. And we're probably just gonna do 2 coats on it. I think that's probably gonna be all it needs, because that stuff hammers on there. So we're gonna let this dry here in the gorgeous North Carolina paint booth. And I think it's ready, which actually it's ready now, but it's a little heavier up here, so you can't, this here we're not gonna judge at as much as the clear. The clear is where I really want to check this, because if you trap solvents, you'll get that what they call solvent pops. It's real rough and looks horrible and it's hard to fix. So what you do, you got to let the solvents gas out. When you spray it on, solvents work their way out, it comes out and it hardens up and all that stuff. Then you can put your next coat. But if you try to come back too fast and you trap it and the solvents are underneath, it wants to get out, and it's going to get out and it's going to look bad. So that's why I check this. Usually if you can, on the clear or the paint too, you can touch this and it feels sticky like the back side of this tape, but it don't come off on your fingers, she's usually ready to go. That's usually mine. Or you can just go off the, I think it's the TDS sheet or whatever comes with it, MSDS, TDS. It'll tell you how long to wait. Matter of fact, let's go in here and look. Since we're using the good old Vice Grip Garage sprayable clear, this is not wipe on, this is totally different. This is a catalyzed 2K clear. They give us a TDS or something. It says not wipe on spray, application only. So we had about 2 minutes. I'm gonna say, looking at it's about 75 degrees, pretty humid, but it's 75, so it's probably gonna take about 10 minutes for that to dry between coats. Rinse it, blah 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 blah. Spray applications. Wear PPE, we done that. Apply well ventilated area, 77 degrees ambient surface temperature. Mix the 1776 gloss clear with their catalyst 4:1, which I'll show you how to do that. I'll show you how to mix it with the mixing cup, all that good stuff. HBLP, use 25 to 35 psi. Conventional, use 50 to 60 psi. At least 2 coats should be applied, maintaining a gap of 15 to 20 minutes between coats. Just go by that, guys, and you'll be good to go. Can be recoated up to 12 hours, and Can be recoated up to 12 hours. After 12 hours, surface must be lightly scuffed or sanded with 600, 800 grit. Allow air dry 50 degrees and above, force dry 120. You need to buff at 1500 or finer, 24, 48 hour window. I will say, the way I do my coats and stuff, I don't want to wait more than an hour or so after. We're not in a downdraft booth. We're outside in God's paint booth, and that's where I paint most of the time. A lot of you guys are going to be. By the time you go around painting something, it's going to be dry usually, so you can come back around. I don't like to wait 4 or 5 hours and recoat. If I'm going to have to wait more than an hour, I'm going to wait till the next day, come back probably 600 it and flow coat it. It's what we call it. Do another coat on it. But anywho's, let's see where we're at. We're at 428. Let's go out here and check it real quick. She's looking pretty good. Now, as for the Rustoleum stuff, I don't like to go more than an hour before I recoat again, because if you go 2 or 3 hours, a lot of times it'll wrinkle on you. So just 30 minutes to an hour, I wouldn't wait any longer than that. If you do, wait till the next 2 or 3 days and then scuff it. But it's looking pretty good. She's pretty dry. She's ready for the next coat. I'm gonna have to leave the glove off because I can't hold this thing in film because that can's so heavy. All right, let's go here. Stop that. We're at 5 minutes. Reset. We'll come back. Right, let's go in here and set the old timer here. Fire in the hole. And we're gonna let that set. That's probably gonna be, I would say that's probably gonna be enough for this thing. So I'm gonna say by the time I get basically by the time I go in here and mix up the clear and all this stuff, this thing's probably gonna be ready. I'm gonna say around 10 to 15 minutes because it's in the bright sunshine, and see how she does. It looks striped up now, but that's because it's drying a little bit. That usually don't show up once you clear it, so we'll see. All right, while we're sitting there, I'm gonna show you what I usually do with my tips here, because they're pretty nasty. You don't want to put it up because it'll dry in there. I just drop mine in some lacquer thinner or some mineral spirits and let it soak a little while and clean the tip out, and it just makes it a lot easier on you the next time around. All right, we're about at the same time, the 4-minute 30-second mark. Let's go out here and check her out. Looking pretty dry. Finger sticks to it, nothing comes off on it. I got stripes around. Never mind, that's something else. Anyhow, yep, those stripes will disappear when we clear it. Now it does look bad right now, but they will. The turbo cans can be a little tough if you're trying to get like a really good right out of the can job, because they just hammer it on. Now this spot here where the stripes are is still a little wet. That'll mostly go away. So we're gonna probably give it about probably 10, 15, I'm gonna say 10 minutes. Let's set a 10-minute, we'll come check it. So in the meantime, while this is drying, this is what you can do so you ain't standing around. I'm not good at standing around. I'm not good at standing around waiting on paint to dry, so I gotta be doing something. So we're gonna start getting our clear ready. I need to move my new foam before I get clear all over it, which wouldn't be a good thing. So we're gonna take it over here on the old rat fink. He'll watch our timer for us, and see, we got our turbo lid in there still soaking a little while. We'll leave that in there. We'll take the air hose and blow her out good. All right, what you're gonna need is some of these paint strainers. I always double strain my stuff. These guns and most paint guns come with them little filters that stick down in here. I don't use them. I don't like them. They'll clog up. They'll cause it to spit and just give you trouble. Strain your paint. You don't need them. So I double strain mine. I buy these online. These are from TCP Global. Get them off the old Amazon. I'll link these on there. But it's got all your mixing ratios. I'm going to show you how to do that. We're going to tape it off. So, you know, when you first start doing this, all these numbers can get very confusing. This is the one we're going to be using, the 4-to-1. I'm going to tape off this extra 1 over here just so it ain't confusing you. And just show you how to do this real quick. We're going to show you how to mix it. You need to stir this stuff. We can't put this in the Shake Master. I need to figure out me a vessel to put it in where I can shake it up. That'd be really good. Anyways, we need to stir this stuff really good for 3 or 4 minutes at least. You don't want to just dump it in there because you're mixing 2 chemicals that are going to react. You want them infused together. You just want them really meshed together really good just so they'll play happy together, because this is hillbilly chemistry. But I will say I've had people in the past tell me, oh, these numbers are a suggestion. Nah, this is science stuff, guys. Science. Just remember that. It has to be right or it's going to cause you all kind of trouble, and it costs you a lot of time to fix it. So patience, I don't have, but you got to learn it in this game here. So anyhow, let's get to mixing this stuff. All right, what we're going to do is spunt it around to the old 4-to-1 because that's what we're going to be on. And after you do this a while, guys, you're not going to have to tape this off. This is for you newbie guys. We all start somewhere, and this helped me because too many distractions are not good for me because I'm bad about squirrel all the time. So I'm going to eliminate all the distractions, because when you first starting this, you're going to be nervous doing this because you're scared the world's going to end if you get a run or something. It's not. It's fixable. Just calm down and be patient. I'm a good one to tell somebody that. Look at it. See, I didn't squirrel. I ain't even paying attention. I was going to cover that one up over here. All right, let's cover the 1 up. So now we're going to show you another little trick. So there's your 4-to-1. Now, for spraying this door, trying to figure, I don't want to waste this stuff. It's not uber expensive, but it's still money. There's no need in wasting it. So I'm trying to remember what I did. I did 4 coats on that thing. I'm going to do a 1. We're going to do a 1-to-1 on that, and what are we going to do, 2 coats on it? Yeah, we're going to start it. Okay, I'm going to show you what we're going to do. It's easy to get messed up. So we know this is our 4-to-1, so that's the top. Your first part, your 4 part, which is this right here, is always your clear, your base, unless specified any other way. It's your main product. And this is your hardener. This is all the hardener you're going to put, because it goes up 4 parts to 1 part. So you're going to fill up your clear to the first one, and then you're going to open your catalyst or your hardener and fill it up to that one. Nothing else. That's it. All right. Here we go. This may not be enough. I'm going to look at it. We may mix some more. Pay attention to your line right there at your 1. And just ease up to it. Go past the bubbles. All right. Now, I'm not moving the camera, but take your rag and wipe the lid off, because you don't want this stuff sticking and getting gooey. You want to be able to take your lid off. So always wipe that off. Then we're going to take our second part, our catalyst in the little can, and we're going to take the bubbles up to that blue line. And this catalyst, you really want to wipe the lid and stuff off good on it. So watch the bubbles. When the bubbles disappear, up, right there. You don't want to over catalyze either, because you got to remember, guys, this one should do this whole gallon. Make sure you do it right to the line so you got hardener at the end. If not, you can't use other hardeners, or it's dangerous too anyway. Okay, guys, our timer is still going over there. And what we're going to do is we're just going to come right here and we're going to stir. And we're going to stir. Now this Vevor gun, it's a pretty cool gun. It's like having 2 guns in one. It comes with a 1.8, which is a bigger tip, used for like your high build primers, some sealers. And then it comes with a 1.3, or maybe it's a 1.7. A 1.7 and a 1.3. So your 1.3 is like your clear base and sealer gun if you want to do that. So you've got like a 2 guns in one for right under $100. It's not too bad, but you just keep stirring this and stirring this and stir it more than you think. You can't stir it too much. You just want all this incorporated. Now our timer's still running over there, so we're gonna go check it out and go check our panel out right before we spray it. Look at that, guys. You guys have learned how to mix paint on a mixing ratio cup, whatever you call it. So I'm gonna show you how to set this gun up, and like I said, we're gonna be spraying here in a minute. But yeah, guys, I wear all PPE. This clear's no joke. Do not spray this without a good respirator, gloves, all that stuff. It gets all over. Matter of fact, I'm gonna change my glasses here in a minute because it don't wipe off these Ray-Bans too good. All right, let's go check out the old timer where we're at. All right, we're at 15 minutes, 15 seconds. I'm gonna say that's way plenty for this. All we gotta do is pour it in the gun through some strainers and she'll be ready. So she's been waiting 15 minutes out here in the paint booth. We're gonna check her out. Yep, she looks pretty good. She's still a fingerprint sticky like, but it ain't coming off on my finger. So she's ready to go. All right, we're gonna go in here. I'm gonna spray it probably, I'm gonna say 30 psi. I may go just a tick more. Sometimes these guns here will spray a little heavy on the bottom. I'll show you how to combat that. It's just the nature of the beast. You're getting the gun for under $100. You're not paying $400 or $500 for them. So they spray a little different. That's what you're paying for when you buy the Soda Jets and the other stuff. Now the Black Widow, I'm gonna go buy one for long because I just want to use one. Let me go over here and stop my squirrel. Let me go here and stop my timer thing. Stop, reset. All right, we're gonna do this for the clear, same way we done that. So here's another tip that I'm not charging you guys for. When you store these things, I know you can't see it good yet, I'm having to hold it. When you store these things, these caps here, they press in like that. I store mine, Buddy Kenneth taught me this a long time ago. I store mine upside down like that, just tape it on so it don't wear these out, so it always seals good. Because I don't use that new PPS stuff. Nothing wrong with it. I was cheap and don't buy stuff like it. But maybe eventually. I know it works great. I've saw guys use them. So, we're going to go in here, pour it through the double strainer. You're like, that ain't enough to clear that. You're probably right. But we got more we can mix up. Once you catalyze this stuff, you can't pour it back in there. So, double strain, drippy drip. Let all of it drip out the wheel. Throw that in there. Oh, I might get to hear some race car engines dynoing out there, it sounds like. All right, that's ready. That's ready. I got my 80s glasses on. These are glass lens, the reason I use them. They're my old safety glasses. You can take lacquer thinner and you can wipe them off. The Ray-Bans with the polycarbonate, you put lacquer thinner on them, it'll turn into a smoke show. Can't see nothing and ruin them. So get you some good safety glasses, or sometimes I wear my contacts, but you got here race cars. All right, the bugs don't look too bad today. There's stuff floating around in the air. I may blow it off one good time before I go to spray it. Once I spray it, it's probably gonna get trash in it, but guys, look at it. Rougher than a corn cob. I'm gonna list these down in the description. These are just little inline air dryers if you got any water in your line. The way I set my guns up is, this is your fan control. You turn it all the way in, the fan goes small. You turn it all the way out, the fan goes big. I just turn the fan wide open. And I'm gonna set this, you can't see it, I can. Now we got it set, you couldn't see it, but I gotta put my new, it actually comes with a new one of these in the kit, I just haven't got it on yet. But I'm gonna set that at 30 PSI and then we're gonna get ready to shoot it. All right guys, we're gonna take a gander. It's gonna be kind of hard to see. Yeah, it looks pretty good and even. So, get my respirator up. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna spray it the same way. We're gonna start in the middle, work our way out. End to end, go off the end of the panel, and then we'll go set the timer. All right guys, same way we did with it. You're gonna wanna keep Keep the air nozzle as you come down. You're going to roll down and just kind of keep it parallel with this piece here, parallel with the panel. You're going to roll it like that, just like the panel does as you're going down through there. You don't want to keep it straight like this because it'll put a heavy stripe down it. So we're just going to kind of roll this with it. It's just the muscle memory you got to gain. Here we go. I forgot I had to tilt my gun. It's got, like I said, it blows a little bit heavy on the bottom. Ain't got enough air hose. Fire in the hole. We waited about 15 minutes, right on the money, before we shot that clear on it, and go ahead and check it. Can you hear that? That's still just a little bit. There's a little bit of clear coming off on my finger, but it's really not too far behind. And you can see, I don't know how good this shows it up. This Rustoleum black, it has a little brownish hue to it, I guess you could say. It's not a real super duper dark jet black. To get that, guys, you're probably gonna have to go to a base coat, which I'm gonna show some of that for too long, just base clear stuff. But yeah, if you want the jet black, you're probably gonna have to go to a base coat, clear coat. But there's affordable ways to do that, guys. Don't lose hope on it. It's actually easier because you can spray a color, tape it off, spray another color, clear it. You can do multiple colors in one day to where this you can't. Anyway, we're gonna let that dry. It's been out there cooking in the sunshine for about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. We'll be back. All right, guys, I piddled a little bit with the fan setting on it. That's how I usually set my ovens, is wide open. And I found on this one that about 3/4 turn open. That right here, that's wide open. You go about 3/4 turn. Seems to give a pretty good pattern, so I think I got it figured out. Like I said, guys, you gotta fiddle with the gun. So you go either wide, that's wide open fan, cut her back about 3/4 of a turn, and we'll see how she does. It should be the final coat on this. I'm not gonna waste a bunch of clear. I am gonna put 2 coats on here, so got a little trash booger there so we can blow her out. Nah, it don't matter. Perfectionist in me here. All right, here we go. See if she does better. Don't look too shabby, a little smoky. You got a light spot like right there, make sure you hit it. All right, guys. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to show y'all what time it was. So, you can knock a couple minutes off of what I just did. So, yeah, it was about 10 minutes, 11:30. All right, we can load that one. Reset. Because we're not putting any more clear on it. That's plenty enough to give a demonstration. Looks like it's laid down pretty decent, guys. That's one thing with a paint gun when you get them. You're going to have to fiddle with them a little bit and figure out their sweet spot and how much. Because I wasn't full bore. I was about half trigger on that. I'm thinking about getting one of the Black Widows and trying it out, the 1.3s. See how she does, and we're gonna let that flow out a little bit. But I like this clear, guys. It's easy to spray. It's not running in the floor. It's just seems to be pretty good all around clear. We're gonna let this set for a little bit. Go out there and check it out. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna clean up the paint gun real quick, and we'll go see what she looks like. That was cool. We get so much cool stuff coming over us. That thing was bad to the bone. If y'all know what kind of helo that was, drop comments below, because I don't know, but that thing was a bad dude. All right, let's go out here and take one last gander at her before I finish the day up and get up here and start editing this thing. But yeah, it laid down pretty good. Now, a lot of this peel that you're seeing in this is from that turbo can. It's not the clear, but I will say, using a budget-based gun and budget clear, you can say it's not bad. I mean, that don't look bad at all. And you could cut and buff that out and she'd look, well, it ain't got dinghies all in it, but you can cut and buff that out and that'd be a good looking paint job there, guys. All right, guys, what you think about the video? I've had a ton of questions about how long do you let it dry? How long do you let it dry before you clear it? So I wanted to make this. It was fun to make. This wasn't really a how to paint and make it super slick video. It's more of a how long you need to wait and what it looks like, and I just wanted to show to you by the time and all that good stuff. But yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. We'll just chunk this thing over there, and y'all want to see it body worked, we'll body work it. All right, guys, thank all y'all for the support. You know, all the awesome comments and questions. Keep them coming. Keep dropping, you know, down below what y'all want to see. It helps me out a whole lot, because it is hard to come up with this stuff every week, sometimes 2 times a week. Also, remember, keep praying for Brother Robert. Deer meat for dinner. Looks like he's improving good, but he's got a long ways to go, and we want to see him back on there ripping them big old fish out the ocean. Also, thanks for all y'all that's been buying the Shake Masters and the t-shirts and stuff. It's a way to help support my family, because this is what I do for a living. I appreciate everything you guys do for us, and this is what I'm trying to do, guys, is to be able to get people that's never painted before, to show them the cheapest, easiest, best way to do it so they can have a shiny car too. And remember, be kind to one another. Jesus loves you, so do we. God bless. We gone.